After her son passed away, her daughter-in-law remarried, taking her grandson with her. The father-in-law, with tears in his eyes, personally saw his daughter-in-law off to the wedding car. Holding her 3-year-old child, the daughter-in-law looked at her elderly father-in-law and cried, "Dad, take good care of yourself at home. Don't skimp on food or clothes." The father-in-law stroked his grandson's head, his voice hoarse. "Don't worry. I'll live my own life well and take good care of the baby. I'm at ease with the child with you." The daughter-in-law said one last thing. "Dad, please take care of yourself." She steeled herself, bowed her head, and got into the wedding car. One wedding car after another drove away, leaving the old man standing alone in the dust, motionless. Back home, she closed the door, looked at her son's portrait, and made a solemn promise. "Son, don't worry. I will try my best to support them. Now that you're gone, I will be their support." After that, the elderly woman became a street cleaner. She was the fastest sweeper of all the streets every day. After sweeping, she collected recyclables and did odd jobs whenever she had time. Although she earned little, she persisted day after day, folding every penny she saved neatly, wrapping it in a plastic bag, and delivering it to her daughter-in-law's doorstep. The first time the old man brought money, he knocked on the door. His daughter-in-law opened it, and, seeing her father-in-law, her eyes welled up with tears. The old man kept trying to stuff money into her hands, saying it was for baby formula. The daughter-in-law tried to push it back, saying, "Dad, I can't take it. You've already had a hard time." The old man insisted, saying, "I'm old. I don't need much money. That's my grandson. It's only right that I give him money." Understanding her father-in-law's feelings, the daughter-in-law took the money, saying, "Okay, I'll take it. Thank you, Dad." Seeing her daughter-in-law accept the money, she turned and left, no matter how much her daughter-in-law called after her. She never set foot in her daughter-in-law's house. She knew her daughter-in-law had a new family and a new life, and she couldn't disturb her or cause her any trouble. When she didn't have a temporary job, the old man would grow vegetables. When the apples ripened, she would think of her daughter-in-law and grandson. She kept the small yard neat, growing greens, radishes, cucumbers, and tomatoes. As soon as the vegetables ripened, she would get up before dawn to pick them, choosing the freshest ones, putting them in a cloth bag in a basket, and carrying them on her back. She walked to deliver the gifts to her daughter-in-law and grandson, never finding it tiring. Instead, she felt life had become a little more complicated. Neighbors advised her to stop, saying that the baby had a stepfather and the family was doing well. Her constant visits might make them think she was meddling. Some even said her daughter-in-law had remarried and wasn't family anymore. So what was the point of all this? But the old woman remained unmoved, insisting on going. "That's my grandson," she said. "I can't rest easy if I don't see him. I always think about him." She didn't expect gratitude from her daughter-in-law or filial piety from her grandson, and thus wanted peace of mind. Sometimes, if she was lucky, she could see her grandson playing in the yard, his small figure running around. She would stand outside the wall and catch a glimpse. Her heart warmed. After seeing him, she would put the gifts at the door, knock once, and quietly leave, never disturbing or bothering him. Day after day, year after year, the old woman continued this devotion to her daughter-in-law for 10 years. Also, her grandson could have a better life. In winter, the roads were slippery and she risked falling. Several times, her knees were bruised and swollen, but the old woman would get up, dust herself off, and continue delivering watermelons. In the scorching summer sun, drenched in sweat, she would carry the watermelons she had grown to her grandson, not even eating a bite herself. Her back grew increasingly hunched, her hair increasingly white, and her walking increasingly slow, but her steps never stopped at her daughter-in-law's door. Her daughter-in-law always knew this and felt indebted to her, offering to bring her to live with them several times, but the old woman always refused. "I'm used to living in the old house," she would say. "I don't want to cause you any trouble. Taking good care of the child is the best thing you can do for my grandson." As the child grew older, she knew there was a grandfather who always left money, vegetables, and treats for her at the door. She often asked her mother, "Why doesn't Grandpa come in to eat?" Her daughter-in-law, holding the child, would cry, unsure what to say, and simply say, "You're on summer vacation now. Come back with Grandpa for a few days and keep him company." The child looked up and said, "Last time I saw Grandpa, his clothes were all torn. Mom, next time you go to the market, buy Grandpa a new shirt and I'll take it back. I also want to buy him some soft clothes." The mother nodded with relief upon hearing the soft bread. "I'll buy it anyway." For 10 years, the old woman had been keeping her son's last wish in her own way, protecting her daughter-in-law and grandson's well-being. She didn't do anything earth-shattering, just persevered day after day. She didn't make any grand pronouncements, just held deep concern in her heart. In these 10 years, she never thought of a day of comfort, never ate a good meal, never wore a new piece of clothing, but gave everything she could to her remarried daughter-in-law and grandson. Some people said she was foolish, choosing to suffer instead of enjoying a peaceful life. But only the old woman knew that this wasn't suffering. It was her will to live, her final promise to her son. Promises are easy to make, but keeping them for 10 years is incredibly difficult. Yet she was truly sincere, never asking for anything in return. Blood ties cannot be severed across generations. Keeping the promise is keeping the roots in one's heart. Not disturbing, but helping silently, is the most dignified form of love. Such an old woman deserves everyone's respect, and such family affection deserves to be seen by everyone.